Hello friends. Now let us take up the ninth concept in our ETT50 block. In this session, I am going to explain the functionalities of two Excel functions, choose and match. The two functions are very core functions. They provide smart logic for lookup. What is lookup? Lookup means search for a specified element. Actually, searching is a very vital operation. In absence of searching process, 50% of the world digital operations come to a halt. That is the importance of searching. Actually, personally also you can consider on a particular day how many searching operations you are performing without your knowledge. Many times you Google it. That is nothing but searching. You consult ChatGPT or Gemini and all that. Those are based on searching operations. That's why searching is a very crucial operations in the digital world. Actually, in our Excel programming also, many times we have to perform searching operation because there is huge data, but you want some specific item or items, then searching is a must. Without having searching and all that, how can you access your data? It is like there are thousands of books in a library. Without having proper searching mechanism, how can you find out a specific book which you require? That is the importance of searching. And these choose and match functions are basic functions to perform searching operations. The match and choose functions are complementary functions which are meant for performing searching operations. First, let us consider the match function. Match. Actually, simply remember it, a position finder. Where it finds the position? Actually, there is a list of data items. Here, data items means you have to take them in a broader sense. They may be values, they may be names of persons, names of items, or any other data. Okay, this is the list, or simply popularly called as array. Array and list both are same and all. Now, you have to find out the position of a particular data item, then you can use match. Just to give an example, this is the array. In this, you want to find out the position of this. Then according to syntax, you give this thing. Then it returns 3. Its position is third position. Now let us take this item. If you give this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it returns 9. So whenever you want to find out the position of a particular data item in a list, you can use match function. The size of the list is immaterial. In the list, there may be 10 data items, or 100 data items, or 1000 data items, or a lakh data items. N number of items may be there. But if you want a particular data item, by using match, you can find out its position. Okay, first you have to understand this. First, you have to understand the functionality of a particular function, what you are learning. Thereafter, you have to understand its syntax. Carefully, as far as syntax is concerned, if you are a beginner, you should be very careful. Simply by hearting or remembering, you don't do anything. Practically apply, those are registered in your brain. You never commit any mistake and all that. As far as match is concerned, there are 3 arguments. Actually, whatever you are giving in these are called arguments or parameters. Normally, most popular word is arguments. We give arguments. For most functions, we give arguments. It may be 0, 1, 2, or any number. Actually, for very few functions, arguments may not be there. Just for example, pi is one function. Actually, for this, just you write like this, no arguments. These are very few, but most functions, we have to give arguments. Arguments are nothing but input values, again for this function, that you have to understand. As far as this, there are 3 arguments here. You see, lookup value means searching value, lookup array, the list, and match type. Match type I have to explain. So, first one is which value you want to find out the position. That is the first one. Second one is in which list you want to find it out. Then that is the second one. The list say you have to give the cell references and all that, like C1 to C100. Like that you have to give. Thereafter, match type. I have to explain few elements about this. Lists are mainly 3 types. In ascending order, list may be in ascending order, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and all that. Even names also in alphabetical order. That is the ascending order. Descending order means 10, 9, 8 and all that. That is descending order. List may be sorted out either ascending or descending. Certain lists are unsorted lists. That means there is no specific order for them. But match function can deal with all the three types of lists. So match type, for the sake of match type, three elements are there: 1, 0, -1. If it is an ascending list, you can use 1. If it is unsorted list, you can use 0. That means for anything you use 0. Commonly, every time without thinking and all the third element you use 0. And -1 represents a descending list. That point you have to understand. So third item, normally we use 0 because it is applicable for 3, as either ascending list or descending list or unsorted list. So in this way you have to understand the syntax first before application. Regarding the third argument, match type, I have to explain few more points. Already I told you there are 3 match types: 0, 1 and -1. 0 is generic. That means it can be used for ordered list, means ascending order list or descending order list, or unordered list also you can use 0. That is generic. As far as 1 is concerned, we can use it for only ascending order list, and -1 is concerned, we can use it on descending order list. Okay. Now, few more combinations we consider. Actually, for an ascending list, 0 as well as 1 are appropriate. Either 0 or 1, no error will come. As far as descending lists are concerned, 0, -1 are appropriate. No error will come. But where is the scope of error? Actually, for a descending list, if you use 1 as a match type, for an ascending list, if you use -1 as a match type, then it leads to error. Okay, how the error is demonstrated? This is not applicable error. This is represented like this. Sometimes we may look up an element which is not in the list. Suppose there are 1 to 10, but we are expecting 11 and all that, or some other number which is not the list. Then also this error is reported. Then you have to check up why the error is occurred and all that. If you do not know the base reasons why error occurred, you cannot fix it. So that point you have. That's why I am mainly focusing on this. And one more thing, list may be unordered or ordered, ascending or descending. As far as 1 is concerned, any match type use, correct result will come, because the first one actually no order is applied. That point also you have to remember. After understanding the features and functionalities of match function, let us consider the choose function. Choose. This returns a value. Value means we have to give, for this purpose, 2 arguments we have to give. In match, 3 arguments we have given. For choose, 2 arguments we give. One is position, other one is value. Value means not single value. If 10 values are there, all 10 values you have to give. 100 values are there, 100 values you have to give. That point you have to understand. You have to practically understand that. If you give the position, then the corresponding value is returned. That point you have to understand. See the syntax. Here the position we give. Thereafter whatever values are there, all values we give. If those are names and all that, list of strings you have to give. Otherwise, the cell references you have to give. That point you have to understand. So, match function returns position and choose function returns the corresponding value of the position what we have given as the first argument. Now, I give an example. In this, I have given a table. The 2 columns are there. In the first column, account numbers are there. Second column, customer name is there. This is a bank account and a bank customer name and all that. So, let us apply these values in a match and choose function. Then you can have 100% clarity. First, see match. Match, first argument, 1007 we have given. What we are expecting? We want the position of 1007. That point you have to understand. So, now thereafter, you have to give the cell references of the numbers. What is cell reference? Start from A to, assume that, and A11. A to A11, 10 elements are there. We are referring all the account numbers A to A11. Thereafter, we are using match type 0. Already I told you 0 is universal. For anything, we can use 0. Here 1007. Out of that, what you are expecting? The position. What is the position of 1007? Obviously, you know that 7. So this match function returns the position. Okay, now let's go to choose function. Choose function, which arguments you have to give? The value, we have to give the position and you have to retrieve the value against that. Here if you see that, actually you should not give index numbers and all that, you have to give position. So here what we are giving, actually for example sake, 7th we are giving. Thereafter whatever names are there, all the names you have to list out. There is no shortcut. So 10 are there, 10, 20 are there, 20, all that like strings. Strings means those are enclosed by pair of double quotes. In that manner you have to write. Then what happened? Against 7th position, or in 7th position, which value is there, that is returned. Now you see the table. In the 7th position, which is there, Lokesh is there. Lokesh is returned. So this syntax you have to understand. Here small simple question is there. Instead of writing all the full names and all that, what to do? Actually this is in B2, B3, B4, like that up to B11 you can write, because all the names are in these cell references B2 to B11. But you should not write like this. In match you have written like this, but here this is not valid. That point, this is the limitation. Even though it looks difficult also, we can find out simpler later. In order to practically demonstrate the concept so far I have explained, I am giving you 4 demo programs. This is the first one. See that, always first understand the concept, thereafter write the corresponding program. Until unless you write the program, you never get command over that. Okay, just you may spend 1 hour time for the whole thing, but you can save a lot of time in the future. That point always you remember. Now see here, bank account statement I have given. That account number, 10 account numbers I have given. The account number start from 1001 to 1010. So 10 numbers. The corresponding customer names I have given. Okay, all these are in ascending order. First let us apply match function. Match function requires 3 arguments. See the first argument account number I am giving. Second one is the range I am giving. What is the range? Just you see, this is B4 to B13. See, 10 I have given, and thereafter match type I have given. Match type 0 is generic for all types of list, it is applicable. That's why I have given 0. Okay, you can give 1 also because it is in ascending order, but what you should not give? -1 you should not give, because it is applicable for descending order list. That point you have to understand. Thereafter you observe the table and you see the result for all the things. Whatever is the account number, the corresponding position 1001, its corresponding position is 1. 1003, its corresponding position is 3. Like that all positions are returned. That is in the third column you can find. And last two items you see, what match type I have given? -1. -1 means error should come. But only thing is, for last but one error does not come, because for every first item you may use 0, 1 or -1, error will not come. For the rest of things, if it is not matched, then error will come. So last item, because of -1, error has come. How is the error? Not applicable error. So whenever this error comes, make a probe. Then only you can understand that and fix it. In future also, if you find this, immediately strike to your brain. One thing I am telling you, because of the hands-on only, strike to your brain. Otherwise, in future also you have to, why error comes, you never know that. You have to waste a lot of time in the future. Now, see the second program, 9B, previous one 9A. Here, the same list I converted into descending order. See that 1010, 1009, 1008, like that it is there and all that. Same way we have written the table, and you see that for this what are applicable match type either 0 or -1, but 1 we should not give and all that. So if you see that the table everything is correct, but where error come, then where 1 is there, you see that 4th and 5th items not applicable, error has come, not applicable, error has come, and last descending order are there. Actually this is in descending order, that's why no error will come. Now 9C. Now I am demonstrating the choose function. Here again ascending list I have given. Now see the syntax. What we have to write? We have to write the position, not account number. Position you have to write, and one we have written. Thereafter either names you have to give in the string form, otherwise corresponding references you have to give. So obviously names and all that very big and all, and here corresponding references are very easy. That's why C5, C6, C7 up to C14 we have to write. That is the syntax. There is no shortcut for that. Whatever we are writing is the simplest one. Okay. Then only two arguments. One is position. Second one is the list of items, the references you have to give. So in one, what is the name is there? That is Arjun Mehta is there. Arjun Mehta is written. Second one, what is the reference? 3. What is that? Vikram Nair. That is there and all that. In this way, you have to write the choose syntax, and by that the name against the position we can retrieve. Now let us simplify the syntax. Actually, for choose function, what is the first argument? First argument is the position number, not the index number, position number. Which can return position number? Match. So what we have to do? Match plus choose. If you combine these two functions, then job will be somewhat simplified. Now you have to see. One thing I am telling you, you practice it just like that, you cannot write. So how we are writing? Within the choose function, first we are writing choose. Choose, first argument is there. What is the first argument? First argument is position. Position, who returns? Match can return position. That's why match function we write here. That is called nesting. If you write one or more functions as arguments of another function, that is called nesting. Here, match in choose function, we are nesting match function. You have to carefully observe that whatever syntax you have used for the match function, that we have to use first as the argument. Thereafter, choose function, how you have to give list of arguments like C, C4, C5, like that you have to give and all that. It is much simplified. Combined one, much simplified comparatively individual match and choose. This is a simplified this thing. You can retrieve whatever name is there against the reference, you can retrieve it. So if you perform these 4 programs and all that, maximum 1 hour time you require. Otherwise take 2 hours time, but you can save a lot of time, and gradually you can find out simpler syntax and all that. Actually, already I told you, if you travel on the village road, you can understand the betterment of a tar road. If you travel on a tar road, you can find the betterment of an express highway. In this way, first a set of functions you have to work on. Thereafter, you can find a version to version, the Excel or some other language, they release much smarter functions, much smarter and simpler functions.